Hi guys, we're here at Victory School and we're going to go give someone a nice surprise with This Is Your Life. So let's walk this way and, oh, who have we got here? We're here with Jaxon Hammett. How's it going, Jaxon?
Good. Very good. Yes.
Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Well, my name is Jaxon, as you may have noticed, and I enjoy Dr. Seuss books very thoroughly. And I am a person. Hard to believe that, but yes.
Alright, Jaxon, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself, your family, what you like to do, what kind of sports you like to play, what's your favourite type of biscuit?
Well, my favourite kind of biscuit is Oreo. I have a mum, a dad.
Just hold on a sec. Why don't you tell us how to eat an Oreo?
Oh. You unscrew it, lick the white stuff out, crunch it back together, and then eat the rest of it. That's how I like to eat it.
Well, that's not how I like to eat it. Tell us a bit about your family.
My family are people. Mostly blonde people as well, strange enough. And they're very wonderful people that I enjoy to hang around with.
Who's in your family? Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have a mum, a dad, and a brother, and a dog, yes, called Roxanne. That's about it, my family.
Is it true that your dog likes to eat its own vomit?
That was my old dog, and that was Nathan's experience, so you should really talk to him about that. But that dog died, sadly.
Did the dog perhaps die from eating Nathan's vomit?
It was pretty toxic. I don't know what he's eaten to that day. Yeah.
Alright, Jaxon, so do you like to play any sports?
Well, I'm actually not quite the sporty person, but I used to play soccer, but really I just sit at home and watch television.
And what would be your favourite program on this television?
That'd be Rove. Yes, Rove. And talking about your generation. That's about it.
What would you like to do when you're older, Jaxon? What do you aspire to be? An astronaut, perhaps? A fireman?
I would want to be an automotive engineer, seeing as they involve cars, and I enjoy cars. Lots. Much.
What's your favourite type of car, Jaxon? Would it be a Toyota? Celica? Perhaps?
Strange enough, that's actually my mum's car, but no. It is actually a 1970 Dodge Charger. Yeah.
1970? Are you sure about that? Did they make the Dodge Charger in 1970?
1963 to 1975. And now they've just brought them back from 2006 to 2009. Yeah.
Okay, so Jaxon knows a little bit about cars, so let's move on from that topic because I'll end up being a little bit humiliated. Alright, Jaxon, so why don't you tell us, who is Jesus to you?
Well, Jesus to me is my Lord and Saviour, and I thank Him very much for putting me on this earth, and I thank Him for dying for me, yes.
If Jesus was in the room right now, what would you say to him?
Oh my gosh, Jesus, I can't believe that you're actually here, wow. I'm pretty glad to meet you. Virtual handshake. And then I would give him a hug, pat him on the back, and then we'll go catch up at Hudson's Coffee and maybe, I don't know what he likes, he might get a mochaccino. I'd obviously get a cappuccino with 3 sugars, but yeah, that's probably what I'd get.
Well, providing it was a very hot day, and it was a bit too hot for a cappuccino with 3 sugars and possibly a mochaccino for Jesus, what drink would you then get?
Well, I'd take him to their favourite flavours on Mitchell Street. We'd both get gelati, then we'd go to the Mall, and then we'd get a nice cold cup of Coke. Maybe he likes Sprite. You don't know.
And then, say, perhaps hypothetically, that Jesus got tired of eating ice cream and drinking coffee with you, and he took you up to heaven, and you had to ask him one question about your life, or about his life. What would you say?
I would say, Jesus, were there pants back in your time? Because everybody seemed to wear full length. But that's another story.
Tell us about this story.
I don't know this story because I wasn't born back then.
If you were born back then, what would you have worn on your legs?
Well, if I knew the fashion now, I'd probably make my own clothes, but if not, I guess I'd wear those really cool, long, elongated sandals with one of them hobo-ish grey-brown sort of full-length gowns, and maybe a purple coat and headband.
Alright, Jaxon, thanks for joining us today. Appreciate the time you've given us. This is your life.
Thank you for your time and support. I'm quite happy and pleased. Thank you for giving me green eggs and ham.
Well, that was Jaxon's life. Tune in next time for someone else's life.